Okay, so can I, because I want to add some Kingston official line account to students. Okay, so I will just write, I write some information here. So just allow students, they can just, join the line. Okay,
And
it is so nice to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. Yeah, it's been too long. So and then how long should I do the workshop for?
Well, I think probably 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Okay,
and
till about 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. 40 minutes, and then we can just let students if they have some questions, they can ask you. Okay.
Perfect. Some more coming in now.
Because we announce from 7 p.m. in Taiwan.
Lovely. Great. I'm in my messy studio today, which is very nice.
Some students, I think, some students here, they are going to study at Kingston this year, and some students, they were just doing this workshop as well.
Okay, that's nice. Oh, that's good news. Right. Are you going to say a few words before me launching in?
Okay. So maybe I just okay. 大家好，我是金汉 Daphne， 然后今天很荣幸的可以邀请我们 Kingston University Jack 老师 Jack 教授来帮我们做这个 online 的一个workshop。今天其实是一个好玩的一个课程，所以不会说太严肃，然后也会让大家呢来慢慢的了解一下有关于英国它在这方面英式的教育，它的设计教育领域里面来讲，然后会让大家学习到一些还蛮好玩的一些设计理念的一些课程。所以呢，非常感谢大家也来参加我们这一个的课程，这样子也不算课程，算是一个很好玩的一个英式的一个学习的一个设计的一个东西一个时段这样子，所以大家不要太严肃，然后也欢迎你们在Jack 教授他这边，如果说他到时候 workshop 完了之后，我刚才有跟他讲说，可能保留一点点时间。如果说你们有任何的一些问题的时候呢，也欢迎你们可以来去跟老师互相做一些交流，互相做一些询问这样子。然后我们再等一下，因为可能有一些同学会比较晚进来，所以我刚刚有跟Jack 老师说，可能我们大概7点5分左右的时候，我们才会开始。然后基本上我稍微的快速的讲解一下有关于Kingston University 它的这家学校，它是属于在伦敦的东南方，不对，西南方，应该讲西南方，伦敦西南方，它比较靠近 Heathrow 机场那一边，所以你们到时候如果说是去到了学校的时候呢，大部分从台湾搭飞机，无论是你从哪一个国家飞到伦敦那里去，大部分你们的学生大部分都会到Heathrow 那个机场，所以从机场到学校其实呢不会很远然后学校虽然是属于在伦敦的第6区第7区那个西南方那里，但是它离市中心其实是很近的，所以你们到时候如果说真的有要到市中心去那边的时候，你们搭火车呢去到了学校那边呢，大概就是17分钟到20分钟左右的车程就可以直接到。那当然是学校它那边的你们那个 R Design 的 campus 那里呢，其实它离温布敦的那个地铁站就在隔壁而已，所以你们也可以搭地铁。就搭一站就到温布敦那里地铁站，然后也可以呢，就直接转地铁呢，就直接去到市中心那边。所以其实学校它算是在伦敦那边，你们会很方便，非常便利。然后在学校校园附近呢，你们的食宿啦、吃的东西啦，以及住宿啦都有，所以不用说一定要到市中心那边去所以它算是一个而且学校本身又离泰晤士河， 你们到时候呢去到了学校去的时候呢，你就可以看到很漂亮，蛮多学生都会，可能有些时候呢，可能在夏天的时候，或者是有些时候会跟同学，可能会在学校附近，他们会大家拎着午餐，然后就去泰晤士河旁边那边，然后他们去野餐一样。所以是还蛮好玩的一个地方，然后也是很漂亮的一个校园，所以希望你们大家有机会都可以去到我们 Kingston University 这边，然后也希望你们可以好好的来去探索一下KSA 本身，因为学校里面呢，它投资了蛮多在设备上给 R Design 的学生。OK，好，那我现在就把时间交给 Jack 教授。OK, yeah. So I think probably, Jack, you can start. Okay, you can start
Okay.
to introduce a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Am I taking the big screen when I'm talking?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Hello, everyone. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to be speaking in English, so many apologies. And if you've got any questions, please put them in the chat, or we can have questions and answers afterwards. So today I'm going to talk about a little bit about Kingston University, just to say a bit more than Daphne's just said, and show you some pictures. And then I'm going to give a really simple task. And yeah, and it would be just really good, hopefully really good fun to be working together on it. But don't worry about it. It's to just get you thinking. Okay, so let me see if I can view speaker. I'm very small. Okay, and let somebody in there, and we'll start. Okay, let me. Oh, here we are. Can everybody see that? Does that work, everyone? Hopefully you can see my big screen, can you? Yes, hooray! Thank you. Thank you for answering. So I'm going to talk about ideas and how important ideas are for the designers, artists, architects of the future. In a world of AI, ideas are going to become more and more important. And Kingston, really one of the best art schools in the UK, or certainly in London, really concentrates on this more than other people, because we are really interested in future skills. So let me start. That's to give you a taster of what we're going to be doing today. I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but yeah, isn't that horrible? That's not me, by the way. Yeah, so Kingston University is a very, very creative place. It's in London, and ideas are at its core. So yeah, we wanted to see things in a different way round, try and imagine things in different ways, because as good designers, that's what you've, or artists, that's what you've got to be able to do. So original ideas are essential for artists and designers, but they're really, really difficult to find. And so I'm going to talk to you today about some of the projects that we do with our students, and to show them how to start to generate ideas. And it's just a simple thing that we'll be doing. Letting people in, a couple of people. And yeah, so let me talk about, yeah, so London. It's a great place to be an international student. It's such an exciting city. It's Kingston School of Art is #1 in London for many subjects. It's really thorough. It really looks after its students. It's got the best facilities and workshops. It's got amazing workshops. It's got amazing teachers. That's me. And it puts idea generation at the core of what it's all about. And London is such an exciting city to learn the arts. I think New York in America or London are the big creative capitals in the world. And so there's always so much to do, so many exciting things to do. It's really historic London, but it's also very cutting edge. And Kingston is in just this very beautiful and safe part of London. It's, let me show you a map. So yeah, the other famous colleges are right in the center of this map. And we are down here, if you can see my cursor, I don't know if you can, but on the outskirts of London. And we are, yeah, just trying to point up there, and it's surrounded by beautiful royal parks. So you'll see here Kingston upon Thames, this very famous art school, and these big green areas where it's just lovely to walk at a weekend. They're royal parks, so royal parts of London, and then you can see the Thames going through London and snaking into the centre. And on a good day, you can get into the centre of town in 20 minutes on a train. So it's 20 minutes from the heart of London, but really nice in a lovely, safe part of the world as well. We're actually officially the safest part of London, and officially it's called a great place to live. And yeah, so yeah, and there's things like this. A very famous pre-Raphaelite painting that was done outside our campus. It's the Ophelia, Milo's Ophelia, and there's a little river that runs beside our campus, and that was painted just outside. So number one, a place to live, but number one in London for our art school. And you can see this very historic and beautiful part of, that's the centre of town. There are lovely cafes and bars and places to get really beautiful, cheap food from all over the world, actually. And Kingston's famous also, I won't go on too much about this, for having amazing facilities, and every facility is open to all our students. And that means if you are a fashion designer and you want to use the photography resources, or if you're an architect and want to use the fashion knitting machines or whatever, really, you can actually choose to use anything you like. And so it makes it really, really creative. So it's very much hands-on. You are working with materials, learning about materials, and we call this thinking through making. Another thing that Kingston has is we have these beautiful new buildings, and they've won international architecture awards. So they're lovely spaces to learn in. And we've really very much, the statement up there, really believe in the future of education, not the past, but where your area of study goes in the future. That's Peach, and that's one of my students, and I know her. She knows me. Every student has a personal tutor. We really work closely with our students. Officially, we have the highest quality teaching. So we have been just up there, you can see something called TEF Gold, and we are TEF Gold for the student experience, TEF Gold for student outcomes, where you go afterwards, and TEF Gold for teaching excellence. There's not many places that has that accolade. So thinking through making, and that could be high-tech stuff, it can be cutting wood or plaster, or and then yeah, working in very high-tech ways, and then really appreciating the history of London and its environs as well. So all of that was really quick, but yeah, number one, because we're really thorough, and we're going to talk about thoroughness in a second. Amazing facilities, and then some of the top artists, designers, fashion designers, graphic designers, art directors, photographers, filmmakers have all come through Kingston. And I'm just going to show you one, but so somebody like Isun Chan, he studied architecture, no, musician, but he studied architecture at Kingston. And yeah, you know, some of the world's top architects have come through Kingston. So David Chipperfield, some of the world's top fashion designers have come through Kingston. So it's yeah, we've got amazing alumni. So, but ideas are for any of these subjects, whether it's dance or whether it's product and furniture design, art business, interior design, graphic design, illustration, animation, whatever, we're always seen as one of the very best. Okay. So yeah, so development of ideas. We play games with our students on how to generate ideas in interesting ways. And yeah, one of them is this. We take in my subject happens to be illustration and animation, but actually this could be for anybody. So if you are a budding fashion designer or product designer or a fine artist, I think is a good thing that we're going to do now. I'll just show you, some of this work. So ideas, visual ideas, we're going to start with first. And yeah, this is a play on a fire, but the fire is made from pencils, and that to me suggests something else. This is about creativity, is it? I don't know. It's the power of creativity through the pencil. If you read further into it, you might think that the creativity is dying in this image, but it makes you start to think. Chemamados, this is. Just a sweet and a children's candy, but because Chema is mixing the idea of vision with candy, he makes this idea about expectancy or about what you see. And so mixing those together is I think really exciting. This is a big poster. I think it's a lovely, it's on a big scale, but I think that's really charming, because all you see is a balloon, don't you, at first, and then as you look into it, you see there's a pin and a balloon, and so there's danger in this image. So really simply and cleverly, two ideas are put together. So it's like a child's balloon, but pop, it's going to disappear. I think that's a good idea. Same, Noma bar. So this is just a question mark, but it's also about that perennial chicken and egg. Really simple how they've mixed that type form with the chicken and the egg. Really powerful bit of graphic design, I think. Same artist. Yeah. If you were one of my students, I'd usually say, what do you take from this image? What does it mean? But it's difficult, I know, when you're online like this. So usually I'd be asking, what do they see? And perhaps they'll see a medicine vial, broken open. They might see a pair of lips in the center there. They might see they might come up with an idea about love. Love is like a drug. They might see like an addiction. Love can be an addiction, and the kiss is in there as well. And so a very simple image is full of other ideas. I'd even ask about the black background and say, well, why is it black? Why is it not blue or green? And the black is very stark. Is that saying something as well? we would discuss that. The Englishman and his umbrella and his glasses, that's me. Just really simply putting things together. It's about protection, maybe overprotection, so, somebody being wrapped up tightly, limited in some ways. Let's go to this one. I like that image, don't you? What do you get from it? I get a plastic bag. Of course, you get a plastic bag in water. But then, as you think about this, you start to think about other things too. You start to think about a glacier, a melting glacier, and you see the sea there, and plastic in water, waste, global warming, and waste, human waste. And I think very cleverly, just a bag and some water starts to talk about bigger ideas. Hey, take a look at this one. What do you see? Well, you see, I think, an ironing board. I've got an iron somewhere behind me. My iron here, and different sort of iron. And I see an ironing board. But I think we see something else too. We see a burqa. We start to think about religion and women's roles within particular religions. Now, again, I'd be asking you, is this a positive or a negative image? Is this saying you are stereotyping me with your view on Islamic women? There's this burning hot response to your stereotype. Maybe. Truth is, I don't know, but I think it's asking some really strong, powerful questions. Just the iron and the fabric around it. Wow. What's that about? I wonder what that's about. Well, it's a hammer, and the hammer is knocking into itself. I think that's about self-destruction. And I also think it is, it's about men. Men that in a stereotypical way wield the hammer, and how self-destructive men can be. I don't know, but it's asking questions. In this simplicity, I think, and sometimes really good ideas are simple. I will show you some, if it's okay, of what my, well, maybe not. Let me show you some of the stuff that I do as an artist. So I'm an illustrator. But I always think it's good to, and this is the sort of philosophy we have at Kingston, is you're not an illustrator or a fashion designer or a product designer. You're a creative thinker, and that's really, really important. So I'll show you a bit of my work. Yeah, so I make drawings. This is me drawing for on stage with a London orchestra. I get my students to do this too, and it's great to see how music transforms drawing. But then I make these big, huge prints and these small prints using the facilities at Kingston. And for me, drawing is really, really important. So I always keep a sketchbook with me wherever I'm going. I draw, and as much as possible. And then I work for paper media. This was a piece for a UN conference on climate change, of course, and I was commissioned for that. This is a commission for a book cover, all about the sea, of course, but also about creativity around the sea. And then I although I'm an illustrator, I design chairs. And these are talking about ideas that I have about, so I'm using objects to communicate stuff. And this is, I think, hopefully you understand them. And then I work as an artist as well as an illustrator. And so I'm mixing all these things together because I think it's really healthy to keep your creative practice wide. And I think the best artists do. And I think, yeah, so try and remember that in your life as a creative person. And then I give a creative project to my students, and I ask them to experiment in the studio, to work on things. So it's a very analog way of thinking, perhaps, but they really come up with ideas this way. They get in the studio, they're designing, they're pushing. And they come out with some of the best in the industry because they've got this way of thinking, and they could be fashion designers, whatever, but their way of thinking is, sort of novel and different. Sorry, I zoomed ahead there. I set a project where they can only use objects to give ideas. So this is somebody who's talking about religion and mass production, and just with a sausage, it's full of, is it sacrilegious? Is it talking about this sort of processed mentality that some people have? It's quite interesting, I think. And so, that's a lovely, I think, yeah. So, what's it say? I want to marry you. I want to marry you. Is it marriage that's about having a baby? Is it marriage because you are having a baby? Is it marriage that says that it's a old-fashioned thing that makes both of them like children? Just that simple bit makes an idea start to explode and flow, and I think that's exciting. So so I think I should move on to the project that we're going to do today, and I'm afraid it is really, really simple. So I'm going to ask you about opposites, and so we're going to look at ideas that you have about opposites. Is it open and shut? Is it about let me just let that person in if I can find them. There's a couple more people. I'll do it in a second. Is it, how do we express opposites in your work? How do we simply express things like opposites? So what I'd really like you to do, perhaps in the next few minutes, is simply with a bit of paper and felt tip, is just start drawing. And I always tell my students, not in a beautiful way, what is an opposite? So, and it doesn't matter if it's really simple. So I've just drawn that on it, yeah. So moon, sun. Not a great idea or anything, but all we're going to do is look at opposites and see if we can start creating lots and lots of, if I have the sun, what's the opposite? If I have this, what is the opposite of that? And then we're going to, later, we're going to put them together in a different way. So perhaps just 15 or 20 minutes where you, is that okay? Yeah. Are we happy? So yeah, 15 or 20 minutes to look at opposites.
Yes, about 50 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
OK， 好，现在大家那个 Jack 老师现在给大家一个小作业，你们大概有15分钟左右的时间， 好，可以去画一些有关于刚刚老师讲的说你们可能的一些的联想，然后等一下15分钟之后，老师也会把他的一些的想法会跟大家一起分享，然后也欢迎大家一同的来分享哦。好，所以这15分钟赶快哦，赶快大家赶快来去画一下你们自己的想法这样子 ，OK。然后我现在在旁边，我有在 chat box 那里，我有写，你们大家可以有空的时候可以稍微加一下那个有关于那个 line， 哦，OK，
And
我刚刚有在上
and
面有用了，OK， 好，
and nothing perfect, just really simple. Don't worry about the quality of your drawing. This is not a good drawing. Just put them down. Okay. Right, I'm going to just show you some, yeah, just get on with it. What's the opposite? I wonder what the opposite is. He looks it's really simple drawing. Don't worry about quality of drawings. But what is his opposite? Is it a woman? Is it a black man? Is it a noisy person? Is it something upside down? Does it actually fit against that? So, yeah, Ava, yeah, we're just doing a really fun, quick thing where we are doing really quick drawings of opposites as a starting point for a bigger idea. So, not a good drawing, don't worry about it. But just thinking of opposites. Something that's cold, something's hot, something that's dead, something's alive, something that, yeah, just let's try it. Remember the power of these, you know, heat and cold. What about that balloon and the pin? The hammer and the nail. The yin and yang. So we've just got about 7 minutes left there, and then it'd be good to, yeah, just now start to think about opposites. Yeah, what could it mean, you know, as well? The meaning of this night and day, really simple, or could it mean something bigger? Could it mean somebody's trying to get in? Yeah, what are the opposites here? I wonder if any. And yeah, the door is closed, the door is open. Are we going in, or are we coming outwards here? This artwork's juxtaposed with this word life. Closing doors or opening doors? Are we going further in or further out? Interesting play there. So I'm wondering as well whether now you've got quite a few ideas. I'm hoping you've got a few ideas, whether some of the ideas can start to fit together. And so, yeah, the perennial dog and cat, could that become something bigger? Is it like a metaphor for something else? Is the sun and the moon, does that actually start, could that talk about something else, something about opposites in political ways or social ways, or so we use an image as a metaphor for saying something, or potentially saying something bigger. Interesting. Yeah, the flower is strong, the rose is strong, but it's got thorns on its stem. I mean, that's come to me. So I've got So here, I've got a rose, but I'm going to now put thorns on its stem. So that rose here starts to be something about romance, but it's also dangerous. The thorns are going to cut you and hurt you. Oh, there's my friend. She's just come in. She's so excited she wanted to come and join us. There she is, sneaking by now. Well. Just a couple of minutes now, I think. Hey, who's that?
伊娃，你的麦克风没有关。
Hello.
啊？
I can hear somebody very young, which is nice. Let's give it one more minute. And Rose. Now, you can see that is not my best drawing I've ever done, but it doesn't matter because we're creative people. All we're doing is making a visual shorthand to just discuss it with yourself or with others. So it doesn't matter because we get that. We get that that's a rose, I think. It's just a bit of scribble, really. But it's something that you can start talking to yourself about or with others about. And I get my students to put all ideas all on the page together. So little drawings, we call them in English, we call them thumbnails. And that's just really, really small and informal drawings. And those small and informal drawings all come together and you start making links between them. So, so it's quite a good device. And it doesn't matter if your ideas at the beginning, you think, oh, that's very obvious, hot and cold, but whatever, dead, alive, whatever, because once you put them on paper, and I think the visual ones, it's better than writing rows and thorns because we are visual communicators and you start to make links between the both. Okay. Let me look at my countdown watch. Oh, yeah, just 50 seconds now, 50 seconds. And then I'd love to see just some of them and not in an embarrassing way. We're just playing. So don't worry if it's not great or perfect. It's where you then, I think, take those further after this session today. Yeah, and I think we're just about to finish off. So yeah, it'd be lovely to see for people to just show.
I could be the first one to show my artworks and I just think about it.
Perfect. Yes, please. I can't hear you very well. Could you? That's
really?
Time's up. Time's up. But yeah, can you? Yeah, if you could just speak a bit louder or near a microphone.
Is it loud enough? Like...
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let me open my camera first. Just a second.
Thank you.
Can you see me? Oh, you can see me. Oh, I can see everybody. Okay. Oh, I think it's blurry right now. Okay,
Yeah, you're
gosh.
gonna have to get rid of the blur.
Yeah. So basically, think of the first one of opposite is the poker cards right here,
I
and
like
then
that.
yeah, this is my sketchbook, and I'm kind of like brainstorming like what I think about it,
Yeah,
and I'll just skim it over. So it's
I
like
I,
black
lo-
and yeah.
I like your cats, the black and white cat, but also their tails look like swans' heads or
Oh,
like snakes, and they could twist in a certain way. I like your cards, like the Queen of or Jack of Hearts or whatever. But it'd
yeah.
be really interesting to take your Jack of Hearts and put another idea in there. So this might be uh, uh, a political view. One side is the same as the other, but they're both as bad as each other. But I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, but however, the tails I wanted to try is doing a heart shape, but yeah, you can say it's a snake. So, anyways, and then the second thing I think is really perfect is the shadow in the person,
That's
in the
great.
alive and
Yeah.
a dead person, and I
And
think
for
this is a very good idea.
I think so, I think who's the shadow and who's the person, and you could really play with that. Or the shadow's bigger than the person, or the person is bigger than its shadow. I love the idea of a flower growing out of shit as well, and I think
Oh, wait, I think this one's better. I can draw a bigger one.
yeah, but it's funny, isn't it? But yeah, the flower does need shit to grow from it. I think that's really nice, and you're good at this. I like you. Um, a cactus that is a balloon and a balloon that is a cactus. That's so good. You've got to make that. How interesting.
Yeah, and
So
then
good.
and I'm gonna share the one I think is my personal love is I'm trying to practice dancing, so I
Oh,
think the ballet and the hip hop is a good opposite, I guess, but I think it's not good enough with the shadow one because shadow
I,
one's good
I,
a piece of
I,
work.
I,
So
yeah, I like the idea of dancer or a useless dancer, or one is seen as very important dance and one is seen as street art, and actually they're the same. The same. Amazing things that happen. But
yeah,
again, maybe that's like your playing card or something that one is the same as the other, except one is seen as it's just street art. This is the
mhm.
ballet.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great.
Yeah,
You are
so
really good. I'm pleased you're here today. I want to see a whole series of these and then make them too. I think, I love that balloon cactus, and I think that's, yeah, crazy. Brilliant.
mhm. Thank
Thank you. And
you.
thanks for being first. Who's going to be brave again? Who's next? Come on, someone's going to be brave. Yeah,
有没
come
有
on.
人要赶快呢？对啊，刚刚同学已经有先抢第一个喽，有没有人想要在一起分享的
And Daphne can translate.
？Yeah，嗯哼，有没有想要一起分享的？
Oh, you're all shy today. That's
哦，对呀，你们今天都好害羞哦。前几天的大家都很踊跃发言，一起展现他最新的作品。有没有人想要来稍微的秀一下自己的新的作品呢？不用很完美，没关系哦。
if you're one of my students, we would be typically in London would say, could you where are your ideas, and would pick on you. But I'm not that cruel today. But it's it's really good, even if you think, oh, it's not good, to talk about your ideas, and maybe not to me, it doesn't matter, but to actually say, well, actually, yeah, is there an idea here? Is it terrible? And to get people to comment upon your work, because actually, quite often, there's some really good stuff about. It's just having the confidence to just dare to put it down or dare to get feedback about it. Anybody want to do it?
有没有其他同学呢？哦，今天就只有一个同学吗？真的吗？快点，有没有谁要打开你们的照相机，稍微的发言一下呢？我知道，我不想要点名，只是我知道你们有几个是今年要去学校念书的，所以可以赶快踊跃的发言，因为其实这个刚刚好就是你们的一个很好的一个算是一个练习这样子，对啊。
What I think it is, just little ideas like this are really, really important because they get your brain working. And so even setting yourself problems to solve. If you're a fashion designer, give yourself a really quick set of ideas. I want to do something with recycled clothing, for example, or the color blue, and just go off on one and just really investigate. Yes, so that you're always, just trying to push. The sorts of people, the sorts of designers that are really going to be successful out there are those that are really pushing and thinking all the time. And of course, at a good university, you'll be taught how to do it. And this is really hard to, it just in a few seconds here, but set yourself these sorts of problems. Then what I'd say to you after that is then spend a little time refining. So my rose, which was not as good as the last person's balloon, I will then start to think, do I get a rose? Who do I hand it to? Do we make it, is a drop of blood on it where there's romance, but there's also pain? And then you start to develop and push into something that becomes quite interesting. And then you try it in different ways as well. And quite often with good art design thinking is we quite like people making mistakes, because by making things different or wrong, you actually can find new ways forward. And so we sometimes say it at places like Kingston, make more mistakes, dare to just mess up, and then leave it for a week and go back to that mess, and then you start to think, well, actually that's okay, or it's still terrible, but what if I did it this way round? And so I think those sorts of things are really, really important. Are there any questions?
Oh,
yeah, there is. Anchi.
Actually, I have a new idea on it. So
show us.
Yeah, so I was still thinking about it, that what should I put on the shadow idea that just right here.
Yes.
And then I just think about it. So I just gotta add 2 more things.
Yes, please.
Could be like an evil person, That's just what I think about it. And I
Yes.
just wanted to share it to you.
Right. Oh yeah. So it's one's evil and one's not. Yeah. Like it.
Yeah. I just wanted to quickly show it because I just have an idea that just appears.
No, that's good. Or when you just see a shadow, you see a person and a shadow, but after you've seen it for a little while, you think, there's some devil's horns. And so it's, you don't see it at first, but then you realize there's a darkness in all of us. And so, if you do it too blatantly, whether that's too obvious, but you do it in a subtle way, it's a good one. Yeah. And I really like the idea of, flour coming from shit. So good things come from bad things, or a human body, you bury a body and then a beautiful tree comes out of it, or, yeah, just yeah. So from positive, from negative to positive, is quite a nice way of looking at things too. Thank you for that. So yeah, remarkably quiet today. So I hope that's not me. But yeah, it is quite hard, but putting yourself on in the camera. But yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, some Jay. Who's Jay? Josephine. Hello. We can't hear you, Josephine. Your microphone's off. Ah, can hear.
你要打开你的麦克风。
Sorry.
麦克风。
Hi, Professor Jack. I'm Josephine.
Nice to meet you, Josephine. Hi.
And may I share my work?
Oh yes, please.
Thank you. And I got some ideas, but I need to share my screen for all you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you for being brave.
Okay.
Oh, see me.
Can you guys see this Blender skin?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, thank you. And this is one of my ideas, and I have some ideas, but I want to describe more specifically. Sorry.
No, your English is good.
Thank you. Okay. So this is animation demo that I just make, and I think I think human between relationship is kind of like nuclear in the world, and made me wondering what's the upside face of the color and material kind of this thing. But I'm still on the progress. Yeah. And I think when you're having a relationship with someone, it's kind of like nuclear. And and you must find one who can accept for your fragile or the reflection of your own mind and inside your heart. So it's kind of miserable to me. To being curious, to looking art in this way. And I think every relationship you have having this kind of problem and questions, but this is the most interesting thing in the world. You need to find out the answer. Yeah, I think that's my opinion of this question. What is the upside?
I think it's a lovely idea, and you know, just from a small idea that I gave you, you're getting to the essence of life and relationships, and I think that's really interesting. And also, you know, actually you did some, you know, it's interesting how you rendered that, and your screen for me is quite pixelated, but it looks like abstract shapes, one as a circle and one as a straight shape. And I was really interested in the difference between the two, and I think that's really interesting. What, you know, the circling, but also abstraction, or colors that are opposites. But yeah, they're a relationship, but they are they're not a jigsaw puzzle. They don't fit tightly together. They circle each other and move, because that's what relationships are, especially at first.
Yes.
Yeah, really interesting. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Professor Jack.
It's a pleasure. No, I think, and you should take that as an idea and move on with it too. Anybody else? I bet there are some really good ideas here. I think we're going to run out of time. That went too fast for me. But what I could give you is my email address, or if you prefer, Maggie, sorry, Daphne, if you want to put your email address there,
Okay.
and then you can share any ideas. And don't worry if you don't think it's a great idea. It would still be a lovely thing for me to have a discussion with you. What was Wendy? Wendy, you've got your hand up. Could we see what you're doing, Wendy? Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I was nervous, so maybe I need some help for translate.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Daphne can help.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry.
And I start for a quick sound. Observe. Can you see?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's better with the light. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I start
Baby
from
and death.
some observe image，就是先从简单的正反义词的图形开始。
Okay. Yeah. She starts from the simple image.
It's good way to do it.
Yeah. 好。
Yeah. So after the time start to make them, I pick some like baby and graph and star and shooting star. I think they have some 共同点怎么讲？They have some
什么样子的共同点？没关系，我觉得你可以用比较简单的英文，不用没关系，然后你就慢慢解释，懂吗？
Okay.
对。然后你要拿你的图形出来，你要图形给大家看，因为现在线上有10几个同学会一起看。
So when the time we make them, I think this star and shooting star and baby and that graph is a good idea to start. So I make them like when a star is alive, it is a star. But when it dies, it's a shooting star and starfire. So I just think, they are sensing. So I just make them to the next stage.
Yeah. But what you've got there is such an interesting image, and I love the baby in its cot that is also a coffin.
Yes,
I think that's so. It's very dark, but it's such a strong image. It'd be lovely.
I simply thought that yes, the baby bed and the grave they all have a hole, so I just put them together.
Yeah, and it's powerful. You know, that's it'd be interesting to paint that up or to draw it up. But yeah, just a baby and its innocence and love and whatever. But then the end is a coffin, and there's real power there. There's a really difficult image to look at. And the same with your star. It's the same idea, isn't it? The star that's strong and powerful, and then bam. I think that's really nice. So why don't you make a book of these sort of dark, ideas? They're sort of funny, but they're sort of very dark. Be really nice, yeah. Or looking at, I suppose, like the last person, the shit on the road, and then a beautiful flower comes out of it. I think there's something really nice about that, and really says something about human beings. So yeah, I think it's a really nice way of. I like how you think.
Oh, thank you.
And your English is quite good, actually.
Oh, thank you. No, I just open it. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. It's nice to meet you.
Sorry.
So I don't know if there's anybody else. And
yeah. 奇怪，还有谁要一起分享的吗？ 因为如果说没有的话，我们时间也快到了哦。对，好，如果说要是没有，你们要是如果说比较害羞而不敢分享的话，你们可以 email 给我，我的 email 就是 service@jinhan.com.tw， 然后我可以再把你们的那些个图档，然后可以分享给老师，给 Jack 教授，然后再看看说他有没有什么样子的一些的feedback， 然后我可以再告诉你们，好不好？然后这边也是那个 Jack 老师的 email， 所以也都欢迎你们。都可以那个直接 email， 那当然还是 email 给我会比较好，因为他会很多个 email， 所以他会搞不清楚是哪个学生，所以你们转交给我的时候呢，我就可以帮你们跟他讲说，哦，你们是参加今天的一个 workshop， 然后他就可以给你们一些个 feedback， 这样子好不好？Okay, so probably Jack, okay, I asked them they can just email to me, and then later on, yeah, maybe I just pass their work to you, okay, later.
Yeah,
Okay.
and again, if it's not beautiful or not finished, don't worry. It'll be nice to just talk to you. Yeah, send it to Daphne. And yeah, or if anybody ever was interested, it's not right for everyone studying abroad, but there are a few of you that it's a good thing to do. And yeah, actually Daphne's really good at just counseling people on whether it's the right thing for them. And it's a pleasure for me to be talking to you. And I wish I was in Taipei with you because I'm really missing it. I really do like your country. And so hopefully next time I'll be in Taipei.
Next time, hopefully. Okay, next time, welcome to Taipei. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
thank
thanks
you.
everyone for joining us today. It's been so
谢谢大家今天的参与。好，那我们就拜拜咯哈。我们跟 Jack 老师说拜拜。大家是要开你们的图片，对，开你们的照相机跟老师拜拜。OK， 好，
拜拜。
OK， 拜拜，大家好。好，拜拜。
拜拜。
你们可以看你们的照相机跟老师讲拜拜，没问题。好 ，OK， 好。
Oh, Nicole's got a question.
Nicole， 你有问题吗？还是说你要跟老师拜拜而已？Nicole， 你要看你的麦克风。Nicole， 你的麦克风你没有开，所以听不到你的声音。OK， 好，那没有问题的话，那我们就拜拜咯。OK，so Jack，OK， so I just tell them，OK， oh here， oh Nicole， oh Jack， Nicole has a problem, okay, has a question, and do they need a pro laptop or iPad for BA illustration animation?
I think it's a good idea to have a one or both of them. You can either buy them as a student, you'd get a discount. You should get a good discount. I don't know if it's cheaper to buy it in Taiwan or in UK.
Yeah, I think cheaper in Taiwan. So do we suggest her to bring, because she's going to study BA illustration animation. So so she wants to know what kind of laptops she needs to bring it to.
I would get the problem is that things are expensive, but I would get as good a quality iPad with as much memory or laptop. I'd get a laptop with as much memory as you can afford. It really, for some people money doesn't matter, but for others it might. I would I quite often say to my students, get a good quality but a reconditioned MacBook Pro, so you don't buy one. You can get a second-hand one that's really good quality if money's the issue. But a MacBook Pro would be really good. You'll get, I think it's discounted Adobe suites and the main software, but we can help you with that when you arrive. And the other thing is, as well as your iPad or your MacBook Pro, I'd really be as well working in different ways as well. So yeah, sketchbooks, traditional analog stuff as well. Does that help?
好 ，Nico 老师有回答咯 OK， 好，那就这样子咯 OK， 拜拜，大家拜拜。时间老师也要去上课了 OK， 拜
bye
Jack， 拜
bye。
好咯，那你们之后大家还有任何的问题，欢迎你们都 email 问我哈。然后还有刚刚有那个官方的 line， 所以你们都欢迎你们大家都可以随时加这样子 OK。好咯，那我也要下线咯，大家晚安 OK， 拜拜。大家，我看你们大家离开，赶快，拜拜拜拜，大家赶快离开，